Chomin. That's why Chomin. That's why Chomin was the only person that Lee Seung Gi called.
I think the reason why he called Lee Seung Gi called him was because he's popular enough where they won't use him for stuff like that because he's very lost. It has to be someone smarter. It has to be Sehun, Sejong, or Minyoung.
It's Minyoung.
Because they know, like this season, Minyoung and Sehun, Minyoung seems to be knowing too much, and Sehun's being too quiet. And when he saw stuff, he seems to be like that.
I think it could be Minyoung, and the reason why is because they question how does she have money to use and stuff still during
The time
in which they had no money. Plus, I think the one in the heels is her. Yeah.
Yeah, because we know it's not Kwang Soo, because Kwang Soo was trying to steal that,
they
and
beat
they
him up
beat
for
him
it,
up
yeah.
for it. And then, obviously, it's not Lee Seung Gi, because they're going to kill him.
Right.
And it's not Jae-soo, because Jae-soo tried to save all this stuff when Kay gave him the information, and he disappeared for a while. Look, he came back and tested them again.
Oh, but what if it's Kwang Soo Hyung?
Ani.
Because remember, he was the only one that had the perfect version of it. They're all defective except for him, and maybe he's the mastermind. He's the shepherd.
No, I don't think, because it's a woman right there. I think she's...
No, but I think that he's the shepherd, because there's a shepherd, and there's the godmother, and I think he's the shepherd, and she's the godmother, and I think because he's the only one that has the perfect version, he knows who all the criminals are, so he knows who to target, and then he just needs to have somebody represent their organization, right? While he is the shepherd, and he goes and gets everything put all into place behind the scenes. I think that's what it is. And so, I think the godmother, if it's not some random person, then I think that it could be Min Young. Because she's the only person that would be able to convince people to believe in her.
Yeah, because she seems to be knowing way too much for... Yeah, she seems to be knowing way too much for now, as if like everything she's doing. But at the same time, I feel like it's like what Lee Seung Gi said to Jae-soo. Can you really trust him? Because I feel like Se-hoon is a part of this, because he's really ignoring stuff this time. Like, he's just so always on his phone searching for stuff, and he's always very laid back. He's not saying much. He's not interacting, as if like he got bribed.
Yeah,
he looks like that, as if he got bribed to be doing like that, and all of a sudden he'll just be able to like solve this and solve that.
Right.
But by the way, that was episode 6 of season 3, and we just started the talk right after we finished. But this
that was insane.
Yeah, this episode is called "I Just Died," and it's these 5 friends, and then one of them, he knew he was going to die. And as last week's episode, it ended where there was a girl coming in and she had a bouquet of flower. It turned out to be Min Young bringing that, and she got sent that. And then they were also given a note from Kim So-ha that he was going to die, when apparently that was sent the day before, so therefore he died that day. They went to the town, the village, and they met all these other friends who were potential suspects. And as they kept digging around, they found out that these 4 friends were actually running opium. And this Soha, he found out, and he was going to reveal them. And then they planned to kill him, but he was battling cancer, and so he was taking medication, and he knew they were going to kill him regardless, and they were coming for him, so he committed suicide. But that wasn't even the whole case of it.
Yeah.
It's revealing more to us of what is actually going on and what has been happening these 3 seasons. And Lee Seung Gi, it's just been revealed that Lee Seung Gi and Jae-suk has been playing from the start.
Yes.
Jae-suk knew, and Lee Seung Gi told him that he doesn't have amnesia. He remembers everything. But Lee Seung Gi struck a deal with him. Want to see which one within our organization is actually the ones we can trust. And so as it was these episodes been going on, they've been playing the team basically, and apparently there's that balance beam symbol that kept popping up, and so now it was like there's some people who has the ring, and the cleaner that killed the guy that was doing human organ transporting, whatever like that. He got shot, and then the person who shot him had that symbol on their phone. The person who killed the prosecutor in the car with the coffee had the ring, and apparently in Soha's phone he had a video where he filmed it secretly, and there's a person in there who has the ring, and he met a lady, and she goes by the name of Godmother. Kwang-soo pointed out when he was trying to sell the chip, he met the same lady wearing the same shoe.
Yeah. So it seems like obviously the guy who was in the video by Soha, he's the guy that killed the prosecutor in the previous episode. The Godmother is believed to be the same lady that had the people contact Kwang-soo and beat him up. But the part that was fishy is the fact that it's almost like she already knew what that USB chip is used for, so it was of no use to her. Rather than not knowing what it is, she already knew what it was, so she had no need for it.
Yeah.
And so hence what Kwang-soo brought them was useless.
Yeah.
And so they beat him up over it. But the biggest reveal was the fact that Lee Seung Gi, the night before he was attacked, he found the pin of their their detective symbol, and that is what made him believe that at least one of the detectives in that group is a part of this organization or syndicate. Agashi and I, we have different beliefs on who it is. Agashi believes that it is Sehun, and I believe that it is Min Young, who is the godmother. But I do believe that the mastermind behind this is Kwang-soo's Yoon Suk,
who from season 1,
yes,
he was actually the perfect detective.
Right.
And remember, at the end of it, almost towards the end of it, he ran away with the chip.
Right, he ran away with the chip. Not only that, but remember, guys, he was the guy who the project actually worked. He was the only person, and so when he ran away, he obviously allowed the detectives to get the chip again in season 2 and then split them up. And so that's why I believe he's the true mastermind behind all this, because he's the only person that knows who all the criminals are. And then he needs to use one of the people in the detective team to essentially bring those criminals to light, get them arrested, and then he will execute them.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on, and it's like getting more intense and more serious. There's a little bit comedy here and there, but it's like...
Yeah, this one was a pretty serious one.
Yeah, it was pretty serious. And then all these people, criminal suspects that they keep catching, keeps referring to we, as if they're steering among the detectives. One of them belongs to them.
Right, and...
Yeah, or one of them knows, and they're staring at them.
Yeah.
Because from the previous episode, when they were like, you know, the fiance was going to kill the prosecutor guy, and then she's all like, oh, like, you know, she pointed out we, and she looked among the crowd. And so they're like everybody didn't catch on. It was only Cho-min who catch on and say we, like, we, who? You know, who here? You know, he was like, what?
Oh, could have been, it could be Cho-min, hence why he caught on.
I still don't believe it's him.
I mean, I all in all, for this episode, I do like the topic of the episode. It is a real... I've noticed that the PDs in all these episodes so far, they've used really, really realistic topics that happens all the time in life. This obviously was a topic of friends, who one friend had a better life than the others, and he was willing to expose the others on their wrongdoing, and in return, their desperation caused them to kill him. Whether they actually killed him or not, the whole point was they killed him by their actions of trying to kill him. And so I like that the whole plot of the episode. I understand that there was there's the bigger story in all of this, but I do like and enjoy that this episode was more of an episode that kind of felt more serious, and it wasn't just a comedy episode.
Yeah, but very excited to see how it's going to end. There's 2 episodes left, so we are going to sit through it to see how it's gonna end, and obviously, how this is gonna turn out. Like, we come 3 seasons, we gotta see how this is gonna turn out and how it all started in the first place and how it's going to end.
Yes.
But yeah, stay tuned for reactions after this, and we'll see you guys next week in the next episode.
See you guys.
제자가 다 제가 슬로우래.
안 해! 안 해!
목에 뭐가 있나요? 목 뒤쪽과 등에 칼자국 아니에요? 네, 여러 개의 자상이 있습니다. 근데 자상의 상처의 크기를 봐서 모두 똑같은 칼로 이렇게 싹 찔렸다고 볼 수가 있어요. 그러나 몇 개의 자상들은 생활 반응이 전혀 없어요. 반항이 없었던 거죠. 그렇죠. 사나무에 찔렸다. 이 말이죠. 죽었는데 계속 찔렀다고? 그럼 위장을 하려고 일부러 찔렀을 수도 있는 건가? 일부러?
Honestly, you look cool, look shabby.
아, 예. 사망 추정 시각은 일단은 지난밤 8시부터 12시로 추정되고 있습니다.
Eating her hair and everything.
8시부터 12시요. 한 번 얘기한 적이
Pay attention, will you?
I was missing something.
No, just still keep staring at the picture.
Yeah, what if there's
There
another
is
person?
another
Yeah, there's something
person.
inside right here.
It doesn't connect.
아, 여기 종이가 결이. 여기 흰 색깔이. 아, 그래. 보통 오른손잡이면 이렇게 찍는다고. 무슨 말인지 알아? 아.
Let's just shock them. If you sat on it,
Water
water and salt with the electrode, yeah.
공방이 아니야 이거? 공방이에요?
Oh no! They're canoodling!
너 그런 거 아니야? 진짜 아니에요.
They're canoodling!
Waffle.
많이 아파요?
Waffle in.
Oh, oh, they must be near. Out of nowhere.
뭐야? 내 이름 어떻게 알아? 나 강홍석인데?
Kim Hong-soo. He called Kim Hong-soo. He called Kim Hong-soo because my name is Kang Hong-soo.
요즘 초등학교 킹카 출신.
He gave a real reaction there. He's like, he's like, oh my god, if you were the prettiest, then what would happen to the other girl?
Must you really do this? 야, 처음에 찌는 거 다.
3초. 자, 시. 하나, 둘, 셋.
와!
예. 하나, 둘.
Oh!
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh! Something did. Did it rip?
아, 운동하신 거예요? 운동?
아니, 제일
Oh, that's what he was doing.
It's a fierce competition. She's sweating.
I know.
빵 맞은 거 다시.
Oh! Oh!
연기를 시킨다고? 잠깐만요. 그거 아니야. 멀리서 볼 수 있도록 해야 될 것 같아요. 잠깐, 이게 이어져. 네. 문 닫아볼까? 창문도 닫아보고?
Oh, but what if you guys do? It locks you guys in.
닫으니까 이게 모양이 이어져요.
Gotta be genius, though.
어려운 거예요.
They close the doors. Dang, but my lock can't.
철봉 아니야?
철봉이야. 여기서 보니까 딱 보이는구나. 철봉이야, 철봉이네.
Ah.
Oh!
뭐 있어? 이거 보자.
Whoa!
테이프네 이게. 잠깐만 이거.
Oh, that could have been dangerous.
아마 손해 화상은 그때 생긴 거겠죠.
가장 친한 친구 아니었어요? 날 협박하잖아요. 우리 고발하겠다고, 우리 잡겠다고, 우리 쳐넣겠다고 협박하잖아요. 근데 어떻게 가만히 냅둬요? 저럼 내가 그냥 편히 보내준 거예요.
Oh, but once it decayed, it flowed back up, right?
He's gonna be the one to die.
야, 잠깐만 근데
Because they just make the drug.
이것 때문에 그 여자한테 연락한 거야? 그 여자? 당신들이랑 한패 아니야? 그러면 사회 가서 얘기하시죠.
왜? 아니 옛날에 나 그 칩? 내가 그거 도와줬을 때잖아.
아까 치타로 왔을 때.
그때 하이힐. 근데 여자 하이힐 스타일 좋은데? 형 근데 이 반지. 아 잠깐 그거랑 비슷하지?
아까
내가 처음에
His memories are starting to come back.
기억하지? 재석이 형. 야, 너 오랜만에 나 뽀테살인가? 뽀테살인가가 뭐예요? 네가 나를 기억하는데 뽀테살인가를 기억을 못한다고? 잠깐만. 내가 기억상실증이 아니라는 거는 난 봐도 알겠죠? 뭐? 내 연기에 속아서 정정한 사람들. What? 뭐야?
그러니까 승기 씨는 죽을 수 있다는 거야. 그 조직과 우리 내부의 누군가가 연결이 돼 있다.
Oh.
날 죽여야 하는 놈들 이거 가지고 있었어요. 이게 뭐야?
It's the it's oh no!